Welcome to my YouTube channel, guys.
Bernice's gonna be so happy.
I know she is. Wait till I tell her.
She's here! So sit up tall for me.
Why are all these people watching me?
You're the star.
No, this is weird. This is weird. Why are y'all? That's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign you're not supposed to be here. What does his face look like? And let's ask the people that. Okay. What does the hair? What does the face look like? Scary. Oh my gosh.
Look at how mean you look.
What is that? What is that silver stuff on my eyes? Oh my gosh. Okay, so the vibe I'm going with is whatever my team tells me. So lately I feel like, sometimes I feel like I'm tired of talking about finance and I want to be a human. And so being in Inc. magazine has been a exciting, vibrant, scary, all at the same time. And so I wanted to be able to announce the magazine feature and encourage people to go get the magazine and keep it. And so my team came up with this really creative idea on how we can market this and tell the world this story. And so the vibe for today is different. I think I'm a different Ashley. Empify is a different company. It is new, it is vibrant, it is exciting. And so I feel like that's what the face is giving, the clothes, and all the content. Okay, so when I think about this shoot and what it's going to communicate, ooh, I like that company. What do they do? Who's that girl? Oh, she's cute. I like her makeup. Who picked out her clothes? That's kind of the vibe I want to give. More so curiosity, like, oh wow, who is that? What do they do? I want to learn more. And then when they found out that we teach finance, like boring finance, and then you realize like, oh, they're not boring. She's not boring. Tell me more. As people come more behind the scenes to Empify in my life, I want them to learn that Ashley is a normal, crazy, weird, scary, all over the place, losing her mind, figuring it out, but driven, vision-like person. Empify, I would want people to feel safe. I would want people to feel, because when you think about money, there's a lot of fear, a doubt, worry. I want Empify to bring, come on over, we got you. I like this, and you want to be a part of this. Hey, I am Ashley M. Fox, the CEO and founder of Empify, which is a merging of the words empower and modify. We are a fintech startup that is revolutionizing how adults and children learn how to build wealth. We have our membership-based platform called the Wealth Builders Community, which is like the Netflix of finance, where thousands of individuals in over 24 countries have access to the financial tools and resources, from investing in the stock market, retirement planning, investing for their children, and building a legacy for their families. And we've created financial programs in school systems, prison systems, and I like to call us like the Harvard of finance. We give you what the school system did not give you and what you don't talk about at the dinner table with your family. I truly believe that wealth doesn't have a color. Therefore, it looks like all of us. And Empify is changing the world. So what Kleenex is to tissues is what Empify is to financial education. So Empify was featured on the Inc. 5000 list. First things first, I did not even think we would get on the list. So if I'm being honest. We've had a lot of accolades and we've accomplished a lot, but not Inc. 5000. So I remember applying for it, and I felt like I was wasting my time. I'm filling out this long survey, and I'm doing all of this. What if we don't even make it? In my mind, though, it's like, okay, if we don't make this, we gonna make it again, because now I know I gotta be better. We could be better. And so it took some time to even, for them to release the list. And when they did, it was like oh wow. And it's crazy because when I found out, I was going through the growing pains of just what the company has brought me to. So I think about now, before there was a point in my business where I was just focused on surviving. I was trying to make money and do what I gotta do to prove to myself, to prove to the world, and to make sure our bills were paid. I wanted to make sure this worked. And then it got to a space okay, you're good, this works. Okay, how are we gonna reach billions of people? And when you think about reaching billions of people, it comes with so many different experiences that I've never experienced. If I think about my life right now, every day I wake up, 95% of what I do I've never seen before. Very rarely is something that I'm doing familiar to me. And so imagine every day you're walking and you're blindly trusting that it's going to work out, but there's no roadmap, there's no blueprint, there's nothing. I mean, you have your coaches and things like that, but every day something new happens. And now I'm to the point where I'm just embracing the fact that it just comes with this. Did you ask for this? You asked for something you never had, so therefore you're going to have a life you've never had, so embrace it. And when it happened, I was just going through a lot of stuff, just from learning to build a team to managing so many things happening. My life went from 0 to 100. And so when Inc. 5000 came out, it was just oh my gosh, we're on the list. This is real. Because when you get on the list, they have to vet your company. So it's not just they're vetting Ashley Marie Fox, they're vetting Empify. They're looking at our tax returns. And you always think you're not good enough. And with Empify, it's because we are not the version that I know we can become, sometimes I question, are we enough? And so knowing that we made the list is we must be enough to get on this list with these other companies. And it was exciting because this wasn't an Ashley Fox award. And one of the biggest things I intended to do is to get Ashley out the business. Ashley loves the business. She wants to create the business. She wants to build the business. But if she steps out, will the world still be impacted? Will the world still want Empify? And I know I would have called this company Ashley Fox Incorporated, but I knew that I could create something the world needed, whether I was here or not here. And that's going to take time. And so I said, okay, I'm building Empify. I'm going to have to ease my way out so that I can run it, but I still got to be in it. And so when the Inc. 5000 email came, I was in the midst of being stressed out. I was literally about to cry, but not cry because of Inc. 5000, but cry because of whatever I was going through in that moment. Just so stressed out. And when I got it, it was just oh wow. In that moment, I had multiple feelings happening. I had the, oh my God, and the, oh my God. I'm pissed. I'm just, it was so much stuff going on with my team. And in the midst of you going through the newness and the frustration, I can't help but think, am I good enough as I go through the newness? But then it's over here, it's okay, you kind of are good enough. So I had these conflicting feelings, and I kind of took a step back and was okay, cool, you got this because you deserve this. And I need you to own this. I need you to embrace this, and you need to celebrate this and internalize this. And so I call my team, and I'm excited, and they got me excited, and I felt guilty for being excited because I see all the other problems over here. But over time, as I kind of coached myself through these confusing thoughts, it was kind of you deserve this. And then it's if you could do this, you could do anything. And so I think as an entrepreneur, it's you get beat down so much, and then there's something great that happens. So it's you're beat, and then you come up a little bit. Then they beat you, and you come up a little bit. And I think those little wins, that's what keeps me going. And I think Inc. 5000 was a confirmation that what you are building is bigger than you. What you are building can thrive without you, and you are on the right track. So I took that as a sign to keep going. Despite what you're going through, you're on track. Okay, so boom. So we're on the Inc. 5000 list. And okay, wait. So we're on the Inc. 5000 list, and the way Inc. does it is you're on the list, and then they rank you. So you see where you rank amongst 5,000 people. So, I'm just happy to be on the list. I'm happy. And then so they're announcing the rankings, like this big like ranking reveal, and like the team is like, make sure we record Ashley when she sees it. And I'm just like, I knew I honestly didn't even know how much we grew. I remember what our revenue was 3 years ago because they measure your growth over a 3-year time span. So I knew, in my mind, like we were struggling 3 years ago, and like I still feel like I'm struggling now. So I'm like, but we grew. We made it. We did enough to get on the list. So I'm like, we're gonna be like number 3,000 or 4. I was just happy to be on the list. I knew we weren't number 5,000, but I knew we would be on the list. And so when the ranking came out and we were 652, I literally lost it. Like it wasn't even a 4-digit number; it was a 3-digit number.
We're number 652 once. We're not. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is so freaking cool.
You're kidding.
Yes, I thought we were like 2,000, 3,000. That's what I thought. Oh my God.
Come in the chat. Come on, tell them.
Oh my God.
I was aiming for like 1,500.
Yeah, not really. I thought it was like 2,000. I mean, it's 5,000 people.
And it was so exciting because it's like, oh, you're killing it. Like you're doing it. Like you're not even in the, like you're in the top 15%. So that boosts my confidence a little bit more too. And so when they reached out to for us to be, to tell our story more, I was like, let's do it. And so we were going to be hot. So I knew for a little while because I had to like get interviewed by Inc., but I knew we were going to be featured in the magazine. And I would say maybe I've been featured in places before, but not an Inc. magazine. And so I knew it was coming out, but as you prepare for something, it doesn't feel the same than when it's like actually real. And so I'm at the Inc. 5000. So, okay, boom. I knew when the magazine was going to come out. So I knew what date it was going to hit stands. I knew they were going to send me copies. And, but I got a million things going on. So, like, I honestly didn't remember. So, boom, I'm at the Inc. 5000 conference. And I see the magazine. And I literally started, like, shaking it. So I'm going to get this magazine. So they're like, stacked up on on top of the, wherever the people were sitting at, right? And so I'm like, oh my God, is this the issue for the winter? And they're like, yes. And oh my God, so I'm flipping. So I'm going through all these pages. And I'm trying to like, okay, where am I? And so boom, I go in here and we are on page 111. Let me show you. I gotta show you because you gotta feel this excitement. So boom, 111, 120. So I turn to this and I said, oh my God, even though I did a whole photo shoot for this picture, I knew what the article was going to say, but it was just like, you could touch it now. It's not just like something that is like on the website. It's like, I'm keeping this forever. Like I'm framing this is going everywhere. And then I get all these freaking copies. So I'm like giving them out to everybody. I want to like get more magazines. I'm telling everybody to go to the store, get your copy. Page 111, you're going to see this like cool Empify logo was 652, 712. So then so now when you read it and you see it, it doesn't feel the way it felt building it. Because when you see 712, people are like, whoa, that's a lot. And when I think about it, like if that was a stock or a company I bought, that's a lot. But when you going through it, it feels like a lot of pressure, a lot of doubts, a lot of fear, but it's like maybe that comes with 712% growth. So the crazy part of me is like, what do I gotta do to get 800% growth? Like, well, now that I understand how it works, it's like, okay, I wanna get on this list every single year, like until we IPO or like there's an acquisition of Empify or something, I don't know. But it's just crazy because when you see what you've been through, quantified, highlighted, you then become I always tell people you gotta be a crazy person to run a business. You got to be crazy because when I think about over the course of the 3 years of just what we've been through from the pandemic, because they did it based off of 2020 to 2023. And so when I think about the pandemic, being stuck in a house, launching our Wealth Builders community, because we launched that in 2020, and we launched a new platform. We trying to bring people from the old platform to the new platform. I'm living in the house. I'm living in Philly at this point. I was in a relationship, then I got out of a relationship, then like I moved from Philly. What else did I do? I lived in Paris for a summer. That was like my whole eat, pray, love kind of trip. And my dad passed away at the top of 20. It was just so much that happened. And like in that moment, you don't know that it's Inc. 5000. This is Inc. 5000 material. This is 712% growth material. This is featured in the magazine material. This is not Ashley material, but Empify material. And it's like, you don't call it that when you're going through it, but it's like when you get through it, this is what it is. Like, and it's like, I'm going to keep this for the rest of my life. I'm sitting here like, how much of the struggle and pain I got to go through to be on the cover of the magazine, which again sounds like a crazy person, because if you would have told me that I would have had to go through what I went through, I probably wouldn't have wanted to go through what I went through in 2023. But I don't regret it now that we're here. And I don't regret the accolades, and it's like, bring it on, you know? Like, I feel like I'm shoot myself in the foot by saying that. But it's like, this gives me more hope to do more of the crazy things and to dream bigger. And it was exciting. I don't know, like, I'm giving these out to everybody, like to the makeup artist who did my makeup, to my hairdresser, to my stylist, to everybody, to Empify, my family, like everybody. Like, I just want to buy all the magazines and all the stands, and you should buy all of them too and give it out to all your family. But in the article too, I forgot about the article, it breaks down the story of Empify. Like it kind of like where we started, what we do, why we do. I kind of hinted at our goals and dreams of what we're trying to do in the future. But if you want to know who Empify is, you read this article. It gives you a full overview of where we started and where we're going. So when I think about everybody who has come to an Empify class, the members in our Wealth Builders community, the people that have come to our Cash Flow Creation Summit, to all of our partners, everybody on our team, thank you. Because in those little moments where I doubted, or where this wouldn't work, or I don't know what I'm doing, or am I crazy, can I do this? Each one of you are like small Inc. 5000s put together that like give me, it's like little by little, it's like little hope, little hope, little hope, little hope. And then it's like all of you come together are Inc. 5000 with us. And it's like, without you, this doesn't work, because your support, your commitment to your wealth, to your commitment to building for you and your family lets us know that there's a place here. And if there was no place for Empify to be here, then there would be no reason for Empify to exist. And so your mere existence keeps us going. Your desire to want to learn, and your ability to say, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to try to trust this company. I'm going to trust this girl. And just even being here watching this, like, you are the reason I wake up every day. Because if you didn't exist, then Empify has a reason to exist. And you know, Empify is my baby, and I gotta, like, my baby has to grow, it has to thrive. And it's like, without you, we wouldn't be here. So you give us purpose, you give me purpose. You let me know from every brokerage account you open, to every class, every comment, every message, every email. You let me know that there's a business, there's an environment, there's a place that Empify deserves to be. And if Empify deserves to be somewhere, it gives me a place to feel like I deserve to be somewhere. That all these ideas and my experience and my brain, like, it has a place somewhere in a world where I didn't know if it fit. So you make me feel like we fit. And Inc. 5000 reminds us we're really good at what we do. And you remind us that you deserve to have somebody who's really good at what they do. If Empify was a person, baby, I know you go through so much, but I love you. Keep going. I've got your back. I will lose everything again and again for you. You're really good, Empify. I just want you to know, Empify, you are good. You are amazing. You lead with your heart. And I love you. I love you. Before I go, I have to show you this, okay? Like, do you see this? Like, this word right here, I made that up. I made it up. You know.
What's it say?
It says Inc. 5000, 2024, right? They thrived in spite of the pandemic, inflation, and supply chain woes. Here's what you can learn from their success. Then it says Empify 652. They got the nice, this is nice right here. You know, it's giving prestige. It's giving, keep going. It's giving, what does it look like if we reach billions of people all over the world? Yeah, this is cool. It's like bigger than me too. It's really heavy too.